Hey guys, and welcome. I'm so excited to share with you this project today. It is the perfect kind of thing to tackle on a day when there's kind of a hint of fall in the air. There's a gentle breeze. It's really going to be just the perfect kind of conditions to stage this porch for the season. We're going to really show you step by step how we transform it into an absolutely fabulous place where this young family can hang out and enjoy, especially after the temperatures cool. I'm going to fill lots of containers with fall color, a bunch of southern living plants that look beautiful for this time of year. I've already gotten kind of a head start. I put a hedge up front, just right in front of the railing, of baby Gem Boxwood and some Arborvitae. I might even plant some window boxes that'll be spilling with fall color. I think by the time we get finished, it's going to be the envy of the neighborhood. Well, yesterday I picked out the assortment of plants that I wanted to use. They all have a great kind of fallish vibe. And then I started planting up a lot of pots and a lot of containers that will continue with some of the work that we've already done. We installed a beautiful strong line of baby Gem Boxwood right in front of this white railing. It's a great color contrast and it will really kind of ground and frame the porch. And then on both sides, we punctuated the ends with these fluffy Fire Chief Arborvitae. They're going to turn a great fallish color as the temperatures get a little bit cooler and the light a little bit stronger. And then I put two matching pots on the middle step. They're both a lightweight, have a lightweight wicker look to them. I love the way the white matches the white of the porch. And I've got one on one side that just has a great, really kind of deep autumnal red to it, which beautifully accentuates this lime Sizzler Firebush, both in foliage and in flower, that I planted in this larger version. I love a smaller Fire Chief that just kind of cascades over the side, a little fluffy and kind of lends us some softness to the rest of this structural vibe that we've got going. And then I planted some mums here. And then because I wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic, I potted up another deep red mum that will balance out the one on this side. And then, because I wanted a real exclamation point at the top of the steps, I trimmed up into a gumdrop shape a larger Fire Chief Arborvitae that will be the perfect kind of exclamation point on this entire composition. I think the way it's going to greet visitors is going to be really dramatic, really colorful, and really seasonal. So I've established this really great theme in these pots coming up the stairs, and I want to continue that theme as you approach the front door. So I'm framing the front door with these two great planters. They're double tier wrought iron lightweight planters. I got these from Gardener Supply too, and basically what they're going to do is just beautifully frame in a symmetrical way the front porch, and they contain that same color palette. So as kind of the star of these arrangements, I planted two orange rocket barberries in here. I love the way they grow vertical, and I love the way they will kind of blow in the breeze a little bit, and they add a delicacy, I think, to the more rounded, mounded look of the other plants. So I just continued with the mum theme. I put some of these russet red mums in place, and then I also added, and notice how these torque really easily, I also added some more of the yellow mums, but this time I added some red, yellow, and orange ornamental peppers, and then I repeated that same lime Sizzler Firebush over here, which also has kind of a delicate quality to it. And I love the color echo of the red in the foliage and the red in the flowers with all the other things that are going on. As I said, I love the verticality of them and the way they frame the front door. the beautiful contrast there is against the white facade of the house, how it really, really pops, and from the street you can really appreciate that high contrast. I also like these because that wrought iron repeats the wrought iron in their mailbox. I really like to replicate a component that already exists. I think that makes for really good harmonious design. And so we've got a great start and a great welcome to the porch. So again, along with my theory that if some is good, more is better, I decided to plant up some window boxes that are going to accentuate one of the best things about this porch, and it's this wonderful white railing. So I potted up 3 of these, and they're really going to be just so beautiful and eye-catching from the street. These pots are lightweight. And I planted them all the same because I really want to establish this wonderful rhythm of autumnal color and vibe all the way across the front. So I've got these in place. Let me tell you how I planted them. I went ahead and I repeated the same kind of airy, delicate quality of these orange rocket barberry. I added some of the same ornamental peppers, some mums. This time I added some crotons. But what I love about these planters is this time I added some blush pink Nandinas. These were all in gallon sizes, so they fit perfectly into these window boxes, or these railing boxes, I guess. And I love the way they soften the edges. And they also have just subtle color to them in that kind of blush pink, maroonish color that beautifully harmonizes and echoes the orange rocket barberry. What I also love about these planters is even though they are really dramatic and they give you lots of drama from the street, they also provide a little bit of privacy. So when this family is sitting here enjoying the porch, even though these are kind of ethereal and you can see through these orange rockets, they nevertheless have kind of a sense of intimacy that I think will really enhance the time that they spend on the front porch. So let's bring it all together because it's all about porch life and porch living after all. So the homeowners already had these 2 great chairs. They're really, really comfortable. I removed the table that they had prior to this makeover because it was a little bit too small in scale and a little bit too small to be functional. So I added a table that's a little bit larger in size so that they can actually dine out here, have friends over, and there's a little bit more space. I also love the way the detailing on it accentuates the plants that we've already got surrounding the entire seating area. Then the other thing I wanted to do was give a vertical element to the corner that would kind of create a sense of enclosure and would also hide some of these extension cords and some of the wiring that we've got going over here for these charming cafe lights that are strung all around the perimeter of the ceiling of the porch. At night, it is absolutely magical. So this Forever Goldy is going to be just brilliant. I planted it, or I'm going to plant it, in a really large version of the white wicker planters that I used on the front porch, so everything really speaks the same language. This will stay compact, it won't get too tall, it won't require pruning, and it will be cold hardy enough to stay in porch on this porch year round right where it is. On the other end of the porch, the owners had installed a charming porch swing that just really is just wonderful. And what I love is that these window boxes that give a little bit of privacy on this side also give a little bit of privacy on the other side if somebody is wanting to have a loving moment on the porch swing. So that kind of brings it all together. It is absolutely charming, and I think the homeowners are going to use the heck out of it this fall as soon as temperatures really cool down.